So, what I was saying about weight, right?
I have nothing more to say. I'm going to be filmed. I'm just kidding.
I'll have to edit that out.
Why are we so blue?
Because of the light coming in.
Hey,
Oh,
light.
there we go. It's sort of... Okay, so, how I feel is that so many people are ashamed of their weight, right? I don't think we should be ashamed of our weight, people who are larger at least. I think society tells us that we are bad because of the way we look and that we should change it. But I honestly think if you're happy with your weight, you're a happy person, right? I know you're feeling uncomfortable with it.
I had this one professor, and she was like, a lot bigger than most. But I thought she was beautiful, and she was so confident, and like she dressed herself well. And I didn't think like her weight was a problem for her.
I feel like also people talk about weight and they try and defend people who are overweight for being overweight. Like, for instance, when someone says, I don't like my weight, and then they say, no, you look fine, to justify how, I guess that person wants to try and make themselves feel better and telling the other person, you're okay and you look good to me. But I think that we should respect that other person and their wishes to not enjoy how they look. You know what I'm saying? And I would encourage that person, if they're unhappy with the way they look, then do something about it. Let them know that I personally don't think of you that way and I don't see you as weight, but if you feel that way, then maybe you should make that change. Don't complain about it and don't sit there and not be productive about it. Make that change and make that effort. But, certainly I support anybody who, as long as you're confident and comfortable with the way that you look, there should not
and
be...
healthy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't advocate obesity at all, obviously, but there are some people who are super obese. There are different ranges of obesity. Some who are super obese and they're happy with it. And I personally don't agree with that lifestyle, but I'm not going to bash them either.
I can't believe that they're like truly happy. I mean,
I don't...
It's like, it must be like...
Coming from that place, which I don't know if I would classify 260 as super obese, but that's not a happy lifestyle. It's not. You're uncomfortable.
It's limiting.
You are limited to so many things. I can't tell you how many times I couldn't do things because, I mean, granted, I held myself back, but I did it so I would not feel humiliation for those activities. For instance, climbing a mountain with friends. Like, it's a nice idea in theory, but you're jiggling and you're weak and people will have to help you up. And are you ready for that humiliation? Or going swimming. Like, for instance, I was with some friends, I had some friends and they were going hiking and then they were going to go to this, like, swimming gorge sort of place. And they were wearing their... I don't know, not Tallulah, somewhere else. But they were, hiking in their bathing suits. I would have to think about it. I had to think about it. Not so much anymore, but I had to think about, do I want my thighs rubbing together in a bathing suit? Well, I mean, the wet, is it going to affect the weight? Am I going to smell? You think about these things when you're large. You don't have to think about these things when you're at a smaller weight. And just these tiny little changes in the way of thinking, it's adding up and it's completely different. But I'm aware of them, and the most of the public don't think about that sort of thing. But I don't know, I like to know that I am thinking about it, and I have that ability to think about it and be considerate of someone of a larger size.
Well said. I feel like